Hi everyone, Liz here. Thanks for stopping by. So, I've got this one to kit down. I'd forgotten all about it until I went to go and use the case again. I thought, oh, it's got gems in it still. I've not kitted down. My brain is just all over the place at the moment. Hubby is still in hospital. They are trying to send him home, and I've had to be cruel, unfortunately, or ruthless, or whatever you want to call it. Horrible anyway. I feel horrible. And say, no, he's not coming home until we've got some extra help in place and he's seeing a physiotherapist and we know what's going on. But anyway, I'll chat about that as we go along. So we've got this gorgeous a Scotty dog pet scene to kit down. I have shown the completion and it all framed up on the wall, ready for hubby coming home. It was a double-sided tape canvas and it did have pop-in drills on it, even though it was around. So yeah, it wasn't a good one to do, but I love the picture. It is one of my favourite ever canvases that I've done. So yeah. So we're going to kit down into my gem storage. And this is exactly the same as Rebecca Admore's Zest hair storage system for her acrylic and resin gems. You have a little card with the DMC number on, so we have about 447-ish cards, and then behind each card is a matching number on a little grip seal bag, so that when you come to put your gems away, you know you've got a bag for everyone to go in, so you're not having to hunt around and worry about where they're going. They're all in numerical order for the DMC codes, and you can just literally pick them out your case, put them into your little grip seal bags, and you're all done and ready to go again. So yeah, I thought we'd have a go at doing this one and have a bit of a chat. Oh my goodness, my desk feels as though it's shrunk, but anyway, obviously it hasn't. I must just be taking up more room, whatever. Okay, so we're going to start with good old 154. It seems to be a staple of whenever I do one with a Scotty dog on it, we always seem to have 154. It must be a really good shading one. So yeah, hubby did have sepsis and he did have pneumonia. They've cured all that. They did discover that he had a stomach ulcer, which is why there was blood coming out of various places, and I suspect he did have it when he was in December, and that's why we had blood coming up then. So why they didn't find it and treat it then, I don't know, but anyway, hey ho, it has now been treated, so he is a lot better, but we do need to have some physio and some occupational health. And here in the UK, or certainly in my area, as with most places, we're very limited on resources and we're very limited on budgets and all the rest of it. So we'd waited 3 months for the physiotherapist to come and see hubby from when he came out of hospital last time. Unfortunately, he went into hospital again 2 days before the physiotherapist was due to arrive, so they cross you off the list and you have to go into the waiting again. And I have said he is not coming home if we have to wait another 3 months again. And they've sort of said, oh well, because he's not had any physio or anything while he's been in hospital. So I've sort of put my foot down and I feel awful about it, but sometimes you've just got to be a bit cross and make a bit of a fuss to get heard, and I aren't really that kind of person. I don't really like doing that, and I certainly don't like doing it to hubby. But at the end of the day, we've got to get something sorted. He needs physiotherapy. I can do little bits with him, but as with most things, you don't know if you're doing it right. You don't know if maybe you're doing something and it's making things worse. And obviously I'm his wife and we've been together a long time, and he doesn't want me telling him what to do. So we really do need some help, and if by refusing to have him to come home I get that help, then so be it, unfortunately. But it doesn't stop me feeling horrible and like I'm the worst human being on the planet. But anyway, something has got to give, because I just got so worn down and was quite well on the verge of being really, really poorly, I think. from looking after him. So yeah, anyway, that's the bad side of it. So they've now moved him to this ward. It used to be the children's ward, which is the 13th floor in the hospital. So it's the first time he's been on this ward. Oh, they're a real different colour. Look at that, 165. Oh, there is an odd one that's in there that's that colour. Okay. I don't colour match. I don't look at them and think, oh, it has to be the exact shade when I'm putting my gems away, because if you did that, you'd end up with hundreds and hundreds of bags. One colour for each different shade. Sorry, one bag for each shade, and you'd just be too many, because you do get different dye lots in your gems. When they mix up a new batch, it's possibly not going to be exactly the same colour as the last batch that they did. And they may vary from manufacturer to manufacturer as well. So I just put them all in the same bag. And when I've needed to get some because I've run out or I've spilt them all over the floor, which is a reasonably common occurrence, then I do tend to just tip out all of the ones that I've got that are spare within reason, and then just use the ones that are the colour that I want. You can usually pick out the different shades and just think, oh yeah, that's the shade that I need, and just use those. So yeah, that's the way I do things, and that's the way it seems to work really, really well. Anyway, back to hubby. So yeah, he had a reasonable birthday. Some of his birthday cards didn't arrive on time. Our postal system in the UK isn't brilliant at the moment, oh dear. Moan, moan, moan. And yeah, so they came the day after. And then we also got some more the day after that as well. So his birthday went on quite a bit because we just kept getting lots of different ones. Oh, look at all those 310s. Right, I have got a little bag here with 310s in. So I'm just going to put this in here for now. And then they can go in the jar later on. Look, I've prepared! Here's one I prepared earlier. Okay, right, put that one away in there. Yeah, so he's doing okay. I'm getting my Paul back a little bit. He's making a bit more sense. The first few days he was in hospital, he was really, really poorly, and then he tends to get really confused. And he thought he was in Sheffield. I think I've mentioned that before. And he was watching the planes coming into land at Sheffield Airport. We're nowhere near Sheffield, and there are no aeroplanes in Hull. So that was, I mean, it's funny when you think about it afterwards, and I do tell him what he said, and he thinks it's funny as well. He's now, as I say, gone on to this ward. It's ward 13 on the top floor of the hospital. And it's nice views across the city, really nice views. And he's in, well, I walked in yesterday and I wondered where on earth I'd arrived. I don't know whether it was because it was the children's ward. So it's like really wide and spacious, and the corridors seem really, really wide. Whereas it must be the same as all the other floors below it, but it just seemed completely different. And there was just people sat in various states of undress because I'd arrived at dinner time. I like to try and go at dinner time and encourage hubby to eat. And if he needs help eating, then I'll give him a hand. So I always try and go round about the 12 o'clock-ish mark as they're doing the dinners. And there was all these people just sat on sort of like various chairs, wheelchairs, armchairs, just plastic chairs, all up and down the corridor on both sides, all munching away on plates of chips. And you walk in and you think, where have I come to? This is a bit odd. But it is the ward where they put people who are sort of medically fit to go home, but still need, say, assessment from social services, or are waiting for a place to become available at rehab, or a place to become available in a home, or care to be put in place for them to go home. So they're all reasonably well people. But honestly, I couldn't. You know, when you're trying not to laugh, I'm terrible. The things I shouldn't laugh at, I always do. Anyway, I get into this ward and Paul's there and we're chatting away. Oh, they're a real different colour as well. Okay, never mind. Mind you, this is a very old one that I've done. So it was from 2020, so maybe the colours have changed a bit. Anyway, that's that one. So he's in a ward of 4 men. One of the men is a bit younger than us, which is a bit scary. You know, when you get to a point where you think everybody looks older than you, and then you suddenly realise that actually they're younger than you, and that's really scary. Oh dear. Anyway, so I'm sat chatting away to him, and the man in the bed opposite is talking to his wife, who apparently has been who passed away quite a number of years ago, and he's having a full-blown conversation with her. So I'm thinking, okay, I hope she isn't actually here. Yeah, that's a bit scary. And then they've got these different buzzers. Normally the buzzers in hospital are sort of like connected to a wire, and you press the buzzer and it's connected to this wire on the wall thing. And anyway, they've got these new ones, and they're like a round thing now, and you press it and it's wirelessly connected to the wall. It's plugged into the wall, and this one makes a really loud ding dong like a doorbell. Well, Paul needed to get somebody to come to help him with something, and he pressed it and it went ding dong, and the man in the bed, who hadn't spoken the whole time I'd been there, suddenly woke up and went ding dong. Well, honestly, I know he's possibly ill or has some kind of problem, and I'm not mocking him, but I did really struggle not to laugh. It was just such a surprise when he'd not spoken, and just suddenly came out with this. And then somebody else later on pressed the buzzer, and it went ding dong, and the man in the bed next to him went ding dong as well. Oh, I'm really sorry. I don't want to offend anybody, and I hope you find it in as much good fun as I found it, because it just, I really did. I really did, when I walked in, thought, where have I come to? What is going on? Oh, dear me. Anyway, it will keep Hubby, it will keep Paul thoroughly entertained. Because I've said before, we've always done quite a bit of people watching. And not maliciously and not nastily. But, you know, when you just watch what people do, and some people are really, really funny without realising it. We never laugh we don't, what can I say? We're not malicious. We're not horrible people, but we do find things that possibly we shouldn't find funny, if you know what I mean. Oh, dear me. So that's sort of been our week. So at the moment, as I say, we are waiting for somebody to get in touch with us about Hubby's care and about the physios and everything. I'm hoping really that he's going to go into rehab again, because I want him back at least how he was when he came out of hospital in December. That would be my goal, to have him back like that, where he wasn't 100%, but he was certainly a lot better than he was. Another funny story as well. I'm sat there about 9 o'clock last night, and the phone rings, and I sort of like know the numbers of the hospital. I don't know the exact number, but you know the couple of numbers that it begins with, and I think, oh, nobody else with those sort of numbers ring me. And I thought, oh no, it's the hospital, what's gone on? Help. You know, you want to answer the phone, but you don't want to answer the phone unless it's because it might be really bad news. Anyway, this nurse says, I'm looking for Mr. Paul Harrison. And I said, well, he's not at home, he's in hospital. And this little voice says, well, I've just been speaking to the nurses on Ward 50, and they tell me he came home yesterday. And I said, I'm pretty sure he's not here. You know, you think, have I been asleep and missed something? And he says, so where is he? I thought, you're the hospital and you're asking me. And I said, well, he was on Ward 13 when I visited him this afternoon. And he says, oh, right, he's gone there, has he? Did you not look on your computer? Surely it must be showing up somewhere. And he says, oh, that's okay then. I was just making sure that he was all right. And I'm thinking, well, he's been on there a couple of days. Have you only just noticed he's missing from Ward 50? Oh, dear me. You just couldn't make it up. I could write a book. I really could. These things that go on. And I'm not getting at the staff, and I'm not getting at nurses or anybody. But I just find some of it so funny. I mean, surely it must be, if you tap into the computer, it must show where he is. Anyway, I guess he found him because I didn't hear any more. So, oh, dear me. Oh, it's all good fun. What can I say? I will put a little bit of video in of what our lovely carers did for Hubby. It was just so sweet of them. Because one of Hubby, one of Paul's favourite things is, I don't look my age, do I? And how old do you think I am? And he's always saying that to people, because he always thinks he looks really good for his age and really young for his age. And I always say to him, well, it's all relative. Because you think how old when you were sort of like in your teenage years and when you were in your 20s, how old you thought somebody your age was. And he says, yeah, I know, but I'm not that old, am I? And I said, no, but you don't feel it yourself, but to younger people, you probably are. So, so they got him a badge with happy 70th birthday on it. Well, he just looked at it and he went, I'm not 70. And it was just to wind him up, and that's the sense of humour that we've got and they've got. And he said, just wait while I get home, I will get my own back on them. And I'm sure he's thinking up little daft things that he's going to do when he gets home. So, yeah, it's all good fun. But they'd put all these little packages and bought him all these little bits and pieces and put little notes on the front of all of them. So, yeah, it was just really, really good fun. And that really made his day. It's just so thoughtful of them and just shows how well they know him. You know, it's, yeah, really, well, just wonderful of them. They really are like part of the family. They really have been really good and really do look after him. And I do have a moan and have a bit of a laugh about things, but credit where it's due. I will always say when somebody does a good job and how well they've done it. And our carers are just wonderful. Yeah, so I'll put a little bit of that in this video as well so you can see it and have a laugh along with us. But I've said before, they really do get our sense of humour. And we've just been exceptionally lucky, so... yeah, can't recommend them highly enough. Right, these are very, very sticky, these stickers, because I've not cleaned them in between putting the last one on as well. So I think I need a bit of glue gun to get these cleaned up a bit more. And yeah, get that sorted out. Right, 9:05 is there. Millie is out at the moment, so it's very wet and windy and wintry at the moment. Oh my goodness, I can't believe how wintry it is. Let me just, there you are, just pop that there. Don't know why that sticker had gone like that. Yeah, so she'll come home a bit worse for wear, I should think, so may need a bath when she comes in, just to warm her up a bit, if nothing else. Yeah, she's out with our lovely friend and neighbour. 9:07. These are getting a bit full, so I'm going to have to go through this box and give it a bit of a thin down again so that they all fit in nicely. I'm determined I'm not going to more than 2 boxes for rounds and 2 boxes for squares. So, although I don't do as many squares as rounds, so I don't have as many squares. So those boxes tend to stay a lot neater than the round ones. So yeah, I've the link for all the bits and pieces that I've used on this storage system, on this, well, it's a photo box and all the little cards and stickers and everything. The link's down below for Rebecca Add More Zest. It's her idea and she sells all the bits and pieces that you can make with it. So, all right, let's have a look. 931 is there. Yeah, Millie had a wonderful day. These are all very, very different colours to what I've already got. Yeah, on Sunday, and we had the carers came and dropped his present round, which, as I say, was absolutely wonderful. And then in the afternoon, my friend who has Lottie, the little Shih Tzu that we look after when she goes away, when my friend goes away, she's a hairdresser, so she came and made me, well, she did my hair. I was going to say made me look beautiful, but yeah, she just came to do my hair. We'll leave it at that. And she brought one of my other friends with her as well, so yeah, we all had a girly afternoon and a good natter, and Millie had a good play with Lottie, so yeah, she was an absolute pooped pup by the time they all went home, because she'd been out for a walk and then she came home and the lovely carers were here, so she had a fuss and a play with them, and then after they'd gone, Lottie turned up, so she'd had a really busy day. So yeah, she seems as though I'm getting just one. I seem to be getting a lot of static. I must be a magnetic personality or something. I wish. But I do seem to be getting just an odd one that's sticking in the bottom. Anyway. Right, 936. Yeah, while hubby's not here, I can actually turn the heating off. Oh, and it's lovely. Yeah, because obviously with hubby being disabled, we have to have the heating on all the time, night and day, because he gets cold very quickly because he can't, get up and move around and things. And so we always have to have at least a little bit of heating on to keep him warm. But I'm a very warm person, and I get real warm really, really quickly. And yeah, sometimes I have to go and stand outside to cool off because it just gets too hot in here. So it's lovely now that with him being away, that I can just turn all the heating off. And the house is cool, and it's cool on a night, and that's wonderful. Because I don't like it being warm on a night. I like it just to be that little bit cool, so you can just snuggle under your blankets and get warm and feel as though you're all cuddled up. So yeah, with Millie as well, and she's quite happy when it's a bit cooler because she doesn't like the warmth either, but she has got a fair coat on, so oh dear me. Right, we're getting to the end of these. This was quite, I think, was it 34 colours we had on this? Yeah, 34 colours on this one. So 3, so we're on to the 3 O's now. Jumps quite quickly, this one. 3, 2, 3. Right. Yeah, we've got a lot of 3865 left, because that was sort of a basic colour in the background with all the fencing and everything on it. They seem to give us a really, well, we've got a whole tub left over. So the black ones, I think I'd taken them out of this one to do some, possibly filling up my storage jars to see how many the storage jars held, because this one came in all the little teeny tiny packets, which is what most diamond paintings had. When I first started diamond painting, they all came in those little teeny tiny 200 packets. So yeah, I'd forgotten I'd kitted it up already, albeit I'm sure I did a video of the kitting up of it as well. So I've got a memory like a sieve. Oh dear me. Oh gosh, these are fighting back. I was going to do my nails this morning, and then I thought, oh no, I'm not going to. I'm going to film that video, because I can imagine I'll do my nails and then I'm trying to peel these off these little jars and it'll take the nail varnish off anyway. So yeah. I am still working through my boxed ones, my canvases that are all on frames. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. I've got a chameleon to do, and that one is all crystals. Yay! So I might kit that one up on camera. I'll see what time I get and show you that one. Oh, it's 3-3. I'm looking in the 3 O's. I'm thinking, why can't I find this one? Shout at me, Liz, you're looking in the wrong place. You know what I'm like. Easily distracted, particularly by shiny things. Oh, look, this is getting in a real mess. Oh, that's it. Yeah, it's a good job I didn't do my nails before doing this. Right, 3, 3, 4, 6. These definitely need a good sift out. Ooh, lots of green. It's funny, there seem to be lots of some colours, and then other colours I practically got down to the last few gems, and I was like, oh gosh, I don't want to run out. Albeit with having all these spares, I don't quite have that anxiety that I used to have. I know that there's spares out there somewhere, but yeah, it was really odd the way that they'd done it. Somebody did tell me that those little 200 packets, some of them have way over 200 and can be nearly up to 300. Somebody had actually sat and counted them, and they'd got 280 something in one of them. Oh, look, a hot pink. Yes, nice to brighten the day. Do you know, we just got a real flash of sun then. I don't know whether you saw it on camera, and now it's gone really, really dull again. So I think we're in for another little bit of rain. Sleety rain. So not good. It's just, I say, it's like February was really warm and wasn't like winter at all, and then March has come along and it's like, yeah, hey, it's back to winter again, and we're going to be really cold, and all the woolly pulleys that we'd put away, we've got to get them all back out again because it's freezing. Where the hospital is that Hubby's in, it's like a wind tunnel. As you walk from the sort of like main car park, you have to come across a road and then across to the hospital, and it's like a wind tunnel in front of the hospital where you're walking, and it really is cold. And yeah, it always seems to be a really cold wind. Even on warm days it seems to have a cold breeze blowing down there. So yesterday it was absolutely freezing. Yeah, I said to him, can you try and not go into hospital during the winter, please? It's too cold to be walking across in front of the hospital. And one of the nurses said, it is cold. Yeah, it is cold. As he's all nicely wrapped up in all his blankets in his lovely warm hospital bed. Oh dear. All good fun. You do meet some funny people when you're at hospital. Or maybe just me. But I talk to anybody, that's the trouble. I make conversations in lifts. Yes, I'm that person. If you don't want to talk to anybody, don't look at me, because I'll speak to anybody. It will get me into trouble one day, I know. Right, 3799. I think that's the one. Yeah, just the top of the shop. What I've done with these stickers as well, any they've got a little purple highlighter on them, that means I've got a spare bag. So yeah, I haven't got rid of any yet, other than the ones that don't have any numbers. All the ones that have numbers, if there's too many in this box, I put them into a spare bag, and I've got those. But I think at some point they're going to have to go, because I just can't keep keeping all of them. And I do a lot of diamond painting, and while I keep going, the number of spares that I get left over from doing canvases and projects is just going to get more and more. So something's got to give eventually, but at the moment I just yeah, can't do it. I've got to keep everything. Right, 3804, we're nearly at the end. Oh my goodness, they're really different as well. Wonder, yeah, never mind, they can go in there. This really goes against sort of my OCD as well. Yeah, putting colours in together, but I have got over that a bit more now. I do still think, don't put those in there, they're not the same colour. But yeah, I'm getting a bit better. Well, I'm getting a lot better at it now. I don't look at it and think, no, don't do it anymore. I just do it. Yay! 385 333 3744 53. It's this orangey one. Look at all the different shades in that one. Wow. Oh, we've got some escapees in there. Look, how did that blue one get in there? He's joined the rust party. Right, that's that one. And then last one is 3866. And I honestly don't think I've got enough room in my 3865. I don't know whether there'll be enough room in there to put all of these, because look, that's how many I had left over. So I say some of them I had tons left over, and others I hardly had any. Yeah, I'll put them in there for now. Look, you can see I've got some spares on those as well. It just lets me know that I've already got a bag, so that if I decide to make a second bag, whoa, they've only just fitted in, then I know that I've already got one, so I can go and look in my spares. I don't usually like them having like the little creases in the sides. That means there's far too many in the bag. So yeah, that's going to be a job for another day, because I've got things to do. I've got some washing to do. While hubby's not here, I've been washing all the cushion covers and all the chair covers, and just going mad and doing a real spring clean, which is another reason why I'm a bit miffed that it's cold and wet, because I want to get everything out and drying. But I can't do it in this weather. It'll all come in solid, you know, like when it's really cold and you bring your clothes in and you can stand them in the corner of the room because they're frozen. Right, this is the next canvas that I've got on my list to do. It is a partial, it's a Craft Buddy crystal art one. It's a chameleon, and I just thought I need some bright sparkle and colour in my life. And this one is all crystals, all your crystal gems. So yeah, I'm going to be doing this one next. I have made a little bit of a boo-boo there, look. Yeah, we've got a little bit of the box stuck to that little frog's bottom there, so yeah, I'll have to just use a baby wipe or something just to get that off, but it should still be sticky underneath, and if it's not, I've got my magic glue as well, so that's fine. But yeah, this one will be really sparkly and pretty once it's done. I definitely need a jungle themed wall, and I think that's going to go in the spare bedroom, so yay, all good fun. Yeah, well, I hope you've enjoyed this little chat and moan. I do try not to moan, but I know you all understand, and thank you for understanding, and thank you for all your lovely comments. As I say, I do read them all out to hubby as well, so he does appreciate them too. Okay, well, if you have enjoyed this video, as always, a thumbs up makes a big difference to me. Thank you very much. YouTube has done the dirty on me and overnight I lost 100 subscribers. So there you go. I know for bigger channels 100 subscribers is like meh, but to me that's quite a lot. When you've just got over 200, when you've got just over 2,000, and you're just building your way up to 2,200, and all of a sudden you lose 100, and now I've got to build my way back up to 2,100 again. It's a little bit naughty. So yeah, if you can just double check that you are still subscribed, that would be much appreciated. I don't know why they do it, but anyway, that's what's happened. So if you've got any comments or questions, in the comments down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And if you do want to join our little family, and please help and subscribe and get me back up to 2,100 again, then if you press that subscribe button down in this corner and the all notifications bell that's next to it, you'll be notified when any of our videos come out. So you're not going to miss anything. Yay! And we've got lots of fun to come. Once Hubby's home, there'll be even more fun, hopefully. Okay, thanks ever so much for stopping by, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.